Hey, what is up? What's happening, party people? What is happening? We are here. What's up? Let me get my setup set up. Let's get it. All right, let's get this shared on the Facebook. And then we're gonna get started. Whoa. Yo, you ever get startled when you put your phone down and then you see like mad notifications?
Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam.
Like,
tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch.
A like, damn, Ma, calm down. I'm married to you tomorrow. Chill.
To the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam.
Shout out to Felicia Lloyd.
A badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass.
Hope you enjoy your vacation. Hope you enjoy it less without me. I don't know you personally. I'm just talking junk. You see somebody on their vacation, you be like, I wanna go. Can I go? Shout outs to Connie's Wright. She looked pretty in her profile picture. Don't you hate going to people's profiles and just seeing nothing but wedding pictures?
Tell me what you wanna do. Like, I got racks to the
bitch, we ain't getting married.
Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass.
I don't wanna see all that.
Don't get swallowed.
We do not care.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got
shout outs to Deidre Hillary.
Jam. Tell me what you wanna do.
OG, big homie. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. I do apologize. I just need to share my Facebook and get off of Facebook before I get any more sidetracked. Shout out to Misty Terry. Alright, let me stop. Okay. Share it here. And I think I will, maybe I'll share it somewhere else. Hold on. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Alright, let's begin. Welcome everyone, welcome. Come on in, have a seat, make yourself at home, get your favorite snack, get your favorite beverage. Shout outs to Z on TikTok. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this multi-million-dollar stream. I'm your host, Kev Prosper, the owner and founder of Prosperity U LLC. Prosperity U LLC is creating a society of wealth, positivity, and inspiration. You are tuned into Love and Money, the podcast of Prosperity U LLC. Thank you for contributing to the Cash App above $ Prosperity U LLC. I know you see it right there. And visit that Cash App and give it everything you got. And then after you do that, visit this website below, prosperunlimited.com, and allow that website to change your life. I guarantee it, because it changed mine. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following, and sharing. But most importantly, thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. And if you like the show, give a gift or just give a like. The likes are free, guys. The likes are free. And remember to invest in the brand Prosperity U LLC. All right, let's begin. So I'm going to get my setup set up. I'm going to go to my two current favorite blog websites. And then we'll get started with all the happenings and goings on of this past week. See what transpired and what we missed and what we prefer to miss. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what's all happening and what's all going down. All right. So the White House proposes a plan requiring health insurance to fully cover the over-the-counter birth control. This might be something to look into. With Trump repealing what was it? It was some sort of abortion act, or Roe v. Wade. Trump repealed it, and then I think he made it so that it can go down to the states. The states have jurisdiction over whether abortion is legal or not. Kind of like marijuana, like what marijuana is now. And Roe v. Wade was set in 1970 something, and it kind of changed the game on abortion. And so with him repealing it, it kind of set the whole law, legal procedure back, and it would take probably a lifetime's worth of litigation to actually reestablish Roe v. Wade after what he just did. And so this is why I'm curious as to what this article is about, because birth control is the next step above abortion. Abortion is kind of like the last resort, before it becomes murder. So I guess the next level in contraceptives, in the talk about passing laws on contraceptives, would be birth control. For since I was a child, the big argument was abortion, and I think now what we're going to see in the future is going to be the fight over birth control. We're no longer going to be fighting over abortion now that Roe v. Wade has been repealed. Now it's going to be about birth control. So let's see what this is about. Biden administration is ramping up crucial policies ahead of this year's election day. Today was election day? I'm so out of the loop. I'm gonna stop by one of these days. I think today's election day. So then, when do we? I don't know. The White House announced a proposed plan that would require health insurance to fully pay for over-the-counter birth control. That includes preventative methods like condoms, the morning after pill. So you could buy condoms with your health insurance? That's what's up. I don't know. When's the last time you bought condoms? That's a loaded question. When was the last time you bought condoms, right? I don't know if you know. I don't know when the last time you bought condoms was, but I don't know when was the last time you bought condoms, but condoms are pretty expensive. I remember when I was broke buying condoms, it used to break my budget. So yeah, to be able to get it with your health insurance. But now, are you gonna get the good kind, or the quality kind? You know what I'm saying? I remember I tried to switch up and like change use a lesser brand of condom, and it actually gave me a rash. I know, yeah. Gave me a whole rash, man. And then that brand of condom mixed with the baby oil. Pause. The proposed rule would not impact those on Medicaid, the insurance program for the poorest Americans. States are largely left to design their own rules around Medicaid coverage for contraception, and few cover over-the-counter methods like Plan B or condoms. You see, here it is again. So it's the same situation. Now it's the same situation as abortion, but just now dealing with birth control. But this only handles like the coverage. This doesn't handle like the criminality behind it. You know, whether a state wants to make it illegal or not. But I do believe what the Biden administration is doing is they're kind of like leaving the door open on keeping birth control legal, because like I said, birth control is the last line of defense before abortion. And they're trying to preserve that, because there's really no I mean, you could say the Biden administration, but it's really just the administration. You know, yeah, there's going to be a changing of the guard and all that good stuff, but a lot of the people that have been there are going to stay there. You know what I mean? So yeah, the proposed rule we announced today would expand access to birth control at no additional cost for millions of consumers. Now, what is the economic time out from the quote? What is the economic repercussions behind this? Who's going to make money and who's going to lose money? Because I guess with now birth control and contraceptives being covered, right? These companies, namely Church and Dwight, they're publicly traded on the stock market. There's a nugget. There's a nugget. Church and Dwight, they're condom makers. They're publicly traded on the stock market. They probably I was invested in them at one point in time. They'd probably do well in the pharmaceuticals industry. Quote, bottom line, women should have control over their personal health care decisions. And that's cool. That's cool. I think men should, here we go. Let's do it. I do believe that men should have a say so over the man should have a say so over the woman's health care decision, if he's going to be held liable for what comes out, for the outcome of that woman's health care decision. If you put a baby on a man, right, and he told you you're going to be a single mom, and you put that baby on him, he should have a say so on whether you should have that baby or not. Shout outs to Fluffy Mimosa 17. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. But yeah, so men shouldn't have a say so on women's healthcare decisions, but the man should have a say so if her healthcare decision, if he's liable for her healthcare decisions. You know what I mean? A lot of men, and then like if you get a baby put on you, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's very, very tough to deny that baby, even with a paternity test. You know what I mean? I mean, the courts know what they're doing. They know how to secure the bag. You know what I mean? Like the court system is worse than a gold digger. They're worse than women. Like they've rigged the game. They've rigged the game. They really have. So yeah, birth control, the final frontier, But I think that's a simple article. I think it's just something to, keep your side eye open on, because I do believe that once we go beyond the argument of abortion, the next argument, once we go beyond the legality of abortion, the next argument is going to be the legality of birth control. And that's and once again, I think it's going to come it's going to come from the far right. It's not going to come from the right, it's going to come from the far right. You know what I mean? But I think the likeliness that will become an issue is very low, because a lot of the conservatives, when it comes to abortion and birth control and things like that, a lot of those baby boomer conservatives are dying off. A lot of them are retiring and dying off, and I don't think this younger and up and coming generation, my generation, is gonna really be on that type of time. You know what I mean? Krishan rocks trends after sharing new photos of herself. Well, let me guess, she got religious, didn't she? Let's see. Okay, she still got the cornrows. Did she get her teeth fixed? She has some new photos. Okay, did she bleach her skin? Oh, she bleached. Look at her knuckles. You could tell. Oh my gosh, she looked like a hood Jamaican chick. She went and bleached herself. Oh no. On Sunday, took to share a few flicks of herself. Features solo her hair, blah 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 blah. Social media users reacted to Rock's recent photos. She's always been pretty. Oh, she looks fire and healthier now. No, she's bleaching her skin. This is what is not. And then I heard there's like some new bleaching technique, like some safer bleaching technique, as opposed to just rubbing the cream on your face like the Jamaicans do. She looking saved and enjoying her healing journey. Look at yo. There's a lot of stupid people on the internet, son, and like they flourish. They just they frolic on the internet. Oh my gosh. But yeah, she's bleaching. She's bleaching, and it's not cool. It's not cute. No, that's not what we're doing. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. That's not what we're doing. Trina goes viral after revealing why she skipped the prenup with her husband. Let me tell y'all something, man. Celebrities are people too. And no amount of fame and money can cover up the uneducatedness. He can't spend a dime without my consent. Quote, he can't spend a dime for nothing unless it goes through me. I see everything. So yeah. Let's see. My husband brings all of his money to me. Okay? Like where did she found her a sucker. She found her a good one.
Did you get a prenup?
I didn't.
Why not?
Because my husband brings all of his money to me.
To me, yes.
He can't spend a dime.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Then maybe we can chill.
That's what I'm talking about. That thing go up. I do everything.
That's what I'm talking about. So you always call me
That's
Mrs.
what I'm
Davis,
talking about.
Davis. What's your Mrs.
Give me
Mrs.
my
Pierce?
money.
Mrs. Pierce.
Yes.
Love it.
Just give me my money. Hold on, what happened? Just give me my money. Just give me my money. She found her a sucker. She found her a good whole sucker. quote, a show of hands that didn't know she was married. Quote, her husband, her marriage, her business. I'm happy, my sister's happy. Ew. Y'all better check Trina's background. She knows how to handle the bag, and her husband trusts her to handle his as well. The internet is full of children, son. Whatever works for their marriage. No, it's not about theirs. It's about hers. She's probably just financially smarter. Some men know their women are good without, or probably she got more money than him. That's what it is. So, like, for a man, like if a man busts his behind, you know what I'm saying, worked hard, came out and grinded out the mud, I don't think he's just gonna sign over his money to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's just regardless of if he's marrying her or not, I don't think he's just gonna sign over his money if you really got it out the mud and grinded hard, and this woman is just some bimbo, some cute bimbo, you know what I'm saying, with her titties on her chin, you know what I'm saying, and her injected booty and duck lips. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look good for the gram. Like I think a man, a breadwinning man, is gonna do that. So more than likely, yeah, he know Trina got the bag, so he's gonna just follow suit. You know what I mean? And then she's probably just fronting, because ultimately, I mean, if she's the breadwinner in the relationship, ultimately, her not signing a prenup is to her detriment. Really, if she's the breadwinner, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever the breadwinner is in the relationship needs to have a prenup. So, so if she's probably just saving face, by and trying to make it seem, because like the person quoted on Twitter, nobody knew she was married. Nobody knew she was married. So for her to pop out like that, and then claim that, oh no, we don't need a prenup, he gives me all his money, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you must be the breadwinner then. You know what I mean? Or you just fronting, you just posturing. Maybe he's the breadwinner, or yeah, whatever. More than likely, you're the breadwinner, and you're posturing to make it seem like you're not the breadwinner. Like you found you a good baller man. He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. And so you're just posturing to make it seem as though, that he's the breadwinner, when really you're the breadwinner. That's why you didn't bother to sign a prenup. Cause in the case of in the case, he's not gonna divorce you if you're the breadwinner. He's not gonna divorce you. He's not going nowhere. You know that. Yo, you see how women like side talk and leave, like they say shit without saying shit. You just gotta really pick it apart. You really gotta pick it apart. Listen, I'm watching this video, and I listened to the first few sentences, maybe the first sentence or the first couple sentences of what she said, and I didn't really need to hear nothing else. I heard everything I needed to hear. She's full of shit. Who is Trina's husband, and more details about her marriage? The internet will dig. Ooh, they will dig. Tied the knot with Benjamin Leon Kearse Jr. In a low-key ceremony on May 22nd in Miramar, Florida. Let's see who is Benjamin Leon Kearse Jr. Let's see who this guy is. Let's Google him. Let's see if he's Googleable. Trina and her husband. What's this? So everybody's getting the tea, digging for the tea on who her husband is. Let's see. Okay, he's some dreadhead dude. So it's questionable what he do for a living. You know what I'm saying? Most corporate jobs don't allow dreads down to your chest. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think that much. You know what I mean? So what does he do for a living? He must be an entrepreneur, right? In an interview on Carlos King's podcast, Reality with the King, the Here We Go musician, he's a musician, called the relationship a breath of fresh air, and described Benjamin as her best friend. Oh, you talking about Trina? Okay. She also shares that while she's keeping things private, she's not hiding anything. If people catch a glimpse. Let's see. Let me see if I could pull that up. Let's see. Wait for it.
Yes. So as you know, my podcast, Reality with the King, is on tour.
He's one of those broken wrist kind of guys he talks like this with the lists. You know what I mean? And his wrist is real broken, so pardon.
And my next stop is
Let's fast forward a bit.
Group, a rap group, or both?
We didn't even know. It was just a group making music. We were just gonna do our thing. Whatever we get in the studio and do, that's what we're gonna do. That was the envision. All I thought was, we're gonna look pretty. We're gonna put on like the prettiest little outfit.
I feel like
I'm a virgin, but I'm obsessed with Trina. And
I feel like low key Trina got smoke lips, yo. Ooh, I don't want to get copywritten. Hold on, my bad. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Let's get up out of here. I don't want to get copywritten. All right, cool. I feel like low key Trina got smoke lips, but it's all right though. she could still use them lips though. You know what I mean? It's all good. Shout outs to Trina and her husband. But like Trina, you ain't gotta beat your chest. You know what I'm saying, to prove to the tabloids that you got it going on. You know what I'm saying? You're the breadwinner in your relationship. We get it. You're the breadwinner and you're a woman, so the courts naturally are gonna favor you. So if in the case of a divorce, you're probably gonna come away with more. Unless you have kids with him, then you're probably gonna have to pay some sort of alimony or something, or in child support. But more than likely, you know what I'm saying, you're probably well protected. So yeah, shout outs to Nate1. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. If that's the Nate, I think it is. Yeah, but shout outs to her. Gucci Mane shares why he cleared his 1017 label roster but kept Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. Now I saw this earlier, but I was just like, I'm not a Gucci Mane fan. Them Southern gangster rappers, like, I really don't pay them no mind. A lot of them I can't really understand what they be saying most of the time, or I can't understand, but it's just annoying to hear. Because they really have, like, almost all of them have speech impediments. Like, it's like, when was it cool in hip hop for like lyrics to be indecipherable because of speech impediments? When was speech impediments appealing in hip hop? When you talk like this and you scratch everything, like that's not healthy. Like, that's therapy for, for speech impediments. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Fuji and Pooh Shiesty. I think Pooh Shiesty's still locked up, ain't he? Gucci Mane wants to focus on 2 artists. He decided to drop every other artist. And I could understand to a certain point he was stretching himself pretty thin. And then as well, I think aren't like some of his artists caught up in that whole Young Thug trial? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Speaking from inside his car on October 18th, Gucci said he meant to announce the changes. Running a day behind, the rapper explained that as a businessman, the label numbers call for him to release almost all his artists because none of them making money. Let's keep it a buck. This is a decision I didn't want to make. Gucci added that he previously informed the artists and their lawyers about the contract releases. that's where I'm gonna put my focus. Yeah, but like, you only got 2 artists and one of them in jail. So how you gonna focus on them? But that's on him. That's on him to figure out and decide. You know what I'm saying? Erica Mena shares a cute video with her and Safaree, Samuel's kids, after internet tussle. Yo, we not touching that, son. I don't like domestic. Yo, I'm more leery and aversive to domestic violence than I am to like what other news tabloids I don't touch. I don't touch like the whole Gaza, Palestine, Israel type stuff. I don't touch that. But I'm more avoidant of domestic violence tabloids than I am of any of that other kind of geopolitical type stuff. Like, yeah, I don't touch that. Listen, fellas. I'm talking to the fellas. Ladies, close your ears. Fellas, if that woman put her hands on you, if that woman put her hands on you, you run from her and get to your phone. I'm telling you, fellas. I'm telling you. These bitches think there's no repercussions. And I'm only calling them bitches because ladies, I said close your ears. They think there's no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? But listen, get away from her and get to your phone. Get out of there. Sleep in your car if you have to. I do not care. Get out of that situation. Get out of that situation because they will try to use everything against you. I'm telling you. If it gets to that point, she's already turned on you, bro. She's already turned on you. It's a wrap. So I said it, but who will hear? Right? Who will hear? All right, ladies, you can open your ears now. All right. Donald Trump reportedly hit with federal lawsuit from members of the Oh, I saw this too. I saw this today too. The exonerated Central Park 5. Yeah, this is good bread right here. This is good bread. I think this was. I think, you know what? Let's talk about these brothers right here, man. Like let's. I'm not even gonna read the article. I just want to talk about these guys, man, and then just give them every last bit of flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because what they went through, it's not like a sympathetic made up story. You feel me? This was real life, real deal. You know what I'm saying? Especially the gentleman on the end, like he had it the worst of all. And then you got to think they were kids in Rikers. Like how worse could it be, right? But nah, like he had it the worst still, because like I mean if anybody and you know I hate talking about prison or jail or any kind of incarceration whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. You know, because in my perfect world, that wouldn't prison or incarceration wouldn't exist. You know what I mean? But if anybody knows anything about, you know, being incarcerated, one of the worst scarlet letters you could have inside of there is being any kind of a rapist or a child molester or anything of that nature. You know what I mean? And to be falsely accused of that, and then for the entire country to be made aware of it, and these guys were what 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? Like come on. And to go through that, and then to go through that inside there, these guys deserve every bit of flowers that they could get. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, okay, the second, where is it? Yeah, this gentleman, he married the internet from Flavor of Love, Delicious. Oh man, whew, that was a time. Delicious. I had some pictures on Delicious, boy. Yeah. but you know, he married I think that was probably the most gossip I heard of that guy. You know, out of all 5 of them, that was probably the most I heard about them. The one on the end, he went and bought a house on Central Park. You know, and that was real significant. You know what I'm saying? Bought it in full too. You know what I'm saying? God bless him he bought a house overlooking the place where he got, you know what I'm saying, beat down and incarcerated at, you know what I'm saying, and falsely accused of. You feel me? So like, whew, like, oh man, yeah. Shout outs. I'm getting a little emotional. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about it, like I saw the Ava DuVernay film. You know what I mean, on Netflix. Y'all should go check that out. Check that out. And so yeah, I'm gonna give these guys their moment on my show, for them to actually be clapping back and suing Trump. And you know, at the time, you got to give that grace. You know what I mean? The consciousness was not very high at the time. You know what I mean? And Trump was just trying to be he was trying to be a civil hero per se. You know what I mean? He was like, you know, what better way? You know, he was trying to be king in New York, you know, in some sort of way. You know what I mean? I think the presidency was like, when he got through with the reality shows, I'm speaking in recent times. When he got through with the reality show, I think the presidency was like the only thing that made sense for him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be mayor of New York City. You know what I'm saying? He probably thought that was too easy. He got too much money. He thought that was too easy, and Bloomberg already did it. Like, why would I come behind him? You know what I'm saying? And so I think when after the reality show, when he became a national icon, he was just like, yo, the presidency is the only thing that makes sense. You know what I mean? And then you know, at the when was this, like 80 what, 87, 88, 89? You know, the I think it was Koch at the time. Nobody wanted to touch New York City with a 10-foot pole at the time, because the crack era was at its height. And see, and this was the demonization of black men at that time, because, you know, if it wasn't LA, it was New York City. These were like the hubs of the crack era. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about New Jack City and all that, these were the hubs of the crack era. And so at that time, and I grew up in that time. I remember I seen the crack vials in the playground. I was a small child at that time. I remember them days. I remember hearing the shootouts. I remember seeing cops chase kids, and all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what happened. Yeah, at that time, you know, a young teenage black boy in the late 80s, he had all the negative stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't a drug dealer, he was a killer, he was a robber, a stick-up kid, all that. And then them stereotypes were very well warranted in them times. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the dudes committing crimes back then were young black boys. There was Jay-Z talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? There was 15-year-olds riding around on scooters with Uzis. I've seen it. With the triple fat bubble, with the Uzi and the triple fat bubble goose with their hat to the side. You feel me? Like, with their Reebok pumps on. You know what I'm saying? Riding on scooters and little motorbikes. I've seen it. I grew up back then. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Maple Street between Kingston and Albany. I seen it. I seen it. So Trump at the time, he was trying to be, you know, he was trying to gain the hearts of the people, and, you know, trying to posture himself as the people's hero, the people's champ, sort of. If anybody grew up in New York City in the 80s, like, Trump was that guy. He was that guy. And so I'm pretty sure in some sort of way he profited off of the crack era too. There's not too many people that didn't. You know what I'm saying? As much as it was tearing the city apart and tearing the black community apart. But yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm rambling at this point. But shout outs to the Central Park 5. God bless those guys. and I hope they sue Trump for everything he got. I hope they sue Trump for everything he got. According to CNN, members of the exonerated Central Park Five filed a lawsuit against Trump. The group reportedly asserted that Trump made false and defamatory statements. He put out a front page article at the time accusing those boys and just straight chastising them. Trump knowingly acted with reckless disregard when he spoke about their 1989 case. Yeah, 89 was like the height of the crack era. During the debate, Trump reportedly alleged that the five men. Wait, hold on. The group reportedly asserted that Trump made false and defamatory statements about them during his September presidential debate. So he recently did that? Hold on. I gotta see this. Hold on. Hold on, Papa, what's the matter with you? Papa? Come on, Papi. What you doing, eh? What you doing? Let's see. Trump and Kamala Harris, Donald Trump face off. Let me see. Where did they talk about Central Park 5? Let's do a little search. Hold on, come on. Central Park. Okay. Just challenged to go live, to go to the White House. So you kind of gotta dig through a needle in the haystack to find out where he mentions the Central Park 5 in the debate. Here are some additional clips. She wanted to gag him so bad. I'm talking now, if you don't mind. Not going. Okay, so this is just sound bites and clickbait. Yeah. Quote, defendant Trump's statements were false and defamatory in numerous respects. Plaintiffs never pled guilty to the Central Park assaults. Plaintiffs all pled not guilty and maintained their innocence throughout their trial and incarceration, as well as after they were released from prison. None of the victims of the Central Park assaults were killed. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is where they talk about it. Okay, let's see what it.
When a lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park 5, they admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty. But this is when a lot of people.
Yeah. And Trump don't strike me as a person that would like get caught in the wrong and then accept the wrong, accept that he fucked up. Like for a lot of, and it's crazy for a lot of people, like just saying, yo, I fucked up is like it's harder for them to say that they fucked up. Like if they did some shit, they'll say, oh, you know what, if they did some shit to you, then they'll say, oh, my bad, I apologize. But then if they say something or they do something and then it fucks up, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, yo, I fucked up, like that's something they can't do. It's just not in their blood. Like you hold them at gunpoint, they be like, man, you might as well squeeze that trigger, bro. Like Trump is one of those people. You just can't admit he fucked up. I remember he was talking about abortion. He was just rambling. He was just running off at the mouth, just talking crazy, saying whatever he thought sounded good. And then the reporter, the interviewer, caught him. This was like right before his first presidency. And the interviewer caught him. He was like, well, if such and such, then such and such. He was like, well, you know what? If that's what, like he just couldn't, backtrack himself. He just couldn't. And some people are just mentally just built that way. Like they just. Here's what the group is reportedly seeking from the former president. Persian and the group, which consists of members, so on and so forth, God bless them, and Corey Wise, is reportedly seeking compensatory and punitive damages from Trump. They just want bread. They're going to get him for his bread. Additionally, the suit asserts that Trump's recent statements placed them in a false light and caused them to suffer severe emotional distress. You goddamn right. My emotional distress is expensive. After everything you put me through, yes. Give me some bread. Just give me some bread. Give me some bread. They allege Trump engaged in defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. I know that's right. Get your money. This is just another. Okay, Trump said. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else is going on out there. So shout out to the Central Park 5. I think I spent enough time on that. Shout outs to Xavier. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. Shout outs to Bray Pacheco's. Thank you for tapping the screen on TikTok. Alright, let's see what else is out there. Top U.S. bank found guilty of drug-related money laundering. Ooh. A top U.S. bank? I don't think a top U.S. bank, with all of the security measures they got, I don't think they would allow money laundering that easily. TD Bank? TD Bank. Now TD Bank, their regulations are very lenient though. TD Bank is one of the few banks open on a Sunday. I remember when I lived in New York City, I used to love TD Bank. You know what I mean? Erica Menace, yeah, I seen that already. All right, let's check out the Jasmine brand. Let's see what the Jasmine brand is over here talking about, and then Jamel Hill set to lead TNT Sports new show Above the Fold. I don't like that name. Big Meech released from prison. I was thinking about this while making dinner tonight, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, now. Before I go in, let me preface. I did watch the TV show. You know, shout out to Divine Love. Thank you for tapping the screen on TikTok. Remember, the likes are free. The likes are free, guys. I did watch the TV show BMF. I watched the first, I think maybe 2 seasons. I watched the first 2 seasons. I watched their story as children was pretty compelling, and it was very heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was trying to hide his food stamps at the bodega, so that the girl so he could impress the girls and buy them like ices and whatnot, like little shit like that. He was he had to turn on he had to boil water to take showers. You know what I'm saying? Like the real struggle. You know what I'm saying? They come up from real struggle, and so you buy into their struggle a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you emotionally invest in the characters of the show, and you assume that this was really his story, and I'm pretty sure it was. I don't take anything from him. You know what I mean? Because obviously there was something motivating him to get to the level. There was some sort of struggle that must have motivated him to get to the level that he was and take the risk that he was taking, to risk his freedom and his life even. You know what I'm saying? There must have been something motivating him. And so to see that in that first episode and to see his story being depicted, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a remarkable... These are remarkable people. You know what I mean? But then, you know, with story depictions, you do that ballet of glorification. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there has to be an element of entertainment. You know, when it comes to television, and you know, there has to be when it comes to storytelling, there has to be a level of entertainment. And so that's where you get the embellishment and the glorification. You know what I mean? And you know, we as Americans, you know, the story of the gangster, the economic rebel per se, so to speak, is very sexy and enticing. I get it. But it's not. But I think as black people in America, we have enough stigmas and stereotypes against us for us to be celebrating something. We should never ever really be like. I understand. Okay, if you have a family member, having a family member come home from prison, you know what I'm saying, a loved one. Okay, I get that. They're a family member, they're a loved one. But I don't think under any circumstance we should be celebrating someone being released from incarceration. I don't think that needs to be celebrated. I don't think there needs to be a set aside ceremonial revelry reserved for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not the first to say that. I'm not the first. You know, people talk about it all the time. We celebrate somebody coming home from prison. You've heard it before. Say we celebrate somebody coming home from prison, but we don't celebrate somebody coming home from college. You know what I'm saying? Like why? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think. I understand that his sentence was very extensive. You know, yeah, and his story is very compelling and all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't think under any circumstance we need to be celebrating someone coming home from incarceration, especially if they were rightfully incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Like what exactly are we celebrating? You know what I'm saying? Cause and like, how is this man going to acclimate and reattach himself to society? In what way? You know what I'm saying? Like what was he doing? That was so constructive and contributory to society for him to get incarcerated in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't personal. I don't know Big Meech at all. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, what you know what I'm saying? So what exactly are we celebrating? You know? But shout outs to Shawnee Styles and Zavia. Thank you for tuning in on Instagram. Yeah, it's not personal. It's not personal. It's just I'm just being logical. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making it make sense. You know what I'm saying? There's people. I'm pretty sure, because, you know, like I said, the internet is full of dummies, and so I'm pretty sure there's people out here celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Like jovial, like joyous. Now, granted, yes, getting out of prison is a celebratory thing for that individual. I could. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Woo, you got it. But I'm talking about as a collective. No, you come home from prison, acclimate yourself to society, welcome. You know what I'm saying? Now, how are you going to contribute? What do you either build or destroy? You know what I mean? We've learned that Demetrius Big Meech Flannery has been released from prison, as previously reported. The Black Mafia family co-founder was convicted of operating a national continual criminal enterprise. He got caught with a RICO. The scam started in the 90s and repeatedly brought in more than $270 million. Federal agents shut down BMF in 2007. Big Meech, and it's crazy because I lived in the South when the whole trap music thing was booming, and you know, Young Jeezy was like the hottest thing on earth. And you know, we were coming off of like the whole ATL stomp era. You know what I mean? I lived in the South around that time, and I never heard. I ain't gonna say I never heard. I never paid attention. I wasn't, because I didn't really like the music. I'm from New York. You know what I mean? So the whole, you know, trapping and all that, like it was like okay, whatever. All right, that's cute. So yeah, when I heard of all how much influence he had on that era, on that trap music era, I was like, oh snap! and then to find out that he wasn't even from Atlanta, like that's crazy. However, he recently was released from FCI Coleman Low and transferred to community confinement at a halfway house. Okay, so there's no real news here other than what we already knew. But yeah, you know, shout outs to Big Meech. I hope he contributes, acclimates and contributes to society in a legal way, you know, and then just stay out of prison. Because I mean, listen, I say all of that, but to caveat, you know, it does take some sort of genius to build what he built. You know what I mean? Now you gotta attack the buyer and not the seller. The seller is only doing what makes economic sense. Because if he don't do it, somebody else will. That's just the economics of it. If you study, if you've ever been formally educated in economics or you've studied economics, you know that if there is a supply, an inelastic supply and an inelastic demand, if you don't do it, somebody else will. It just makes sense, you know. So yeah, you got to be mad at the buyer. Don't be mad at the seller. You know what I mean? Because the seller isn't forcing himself on the buyer. The buyer is actually reaching out to the seller. So when it comes to pharmaceuticals and narcotics, that's pretty much the case. However, it does take some genius to build an enterprise, whether it's criminal or not. You know what I mean? And so I'm pretty sure from an objective perspective, there's a lot that we can glean off of this man's mind. You know what I mean? The criminal aspect of it, the violent aspect of it, that's, you know, par for the course, simply because it's illegal. So there has to be a criminal and violent aspect of it. There has to be some, you know, but to build an enterprise does take some genius, whether it's criminal or not, you know. And so yeah, I wish the man the best, but ultimately I stand on the fact that the black community has lost enough and too much to lose to be celebrating someone coming home, celebrating or glorifying someone coming home from being incarcerated. We've had enough of that. All right. So I think I'm gonna stop right there. I think I've said enough. How are we doing? How are you guys feeling? Did you like the show? Did you like it? How we doing? So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, for liking, and everything, and all you have done. Thank you for tuning into this multi-million-dollar stream. I am your host, Kev Prosper, the owner and founder of Prosperity U LLC. Prosperity U LLC is creating a society of wealth, inspiration, and positivity. You are tuned into Love and Money, the podcast of Prosperity U LLC. Thank you for contributing to the Cash App above, $ Prosperity U LLC. I know you see it. Go over to that Cash App and give it everything you got. And then after you do that, visit this website below, prosperunlimited.com, and allow that website to change your life. I guarantee it, because it changed mine. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following, and sharing. But most importantly, thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. If you like the show, give a gift or just give a like. The likes are free. And remember to invest in the brand Prosperity U LLC. All right. I will see you guys later. Next week, Mondays at 9 p.m. All right. Bye.
Visit prosperunlimited.com and click travel to book your next vacation. Visit prosperunlimited.com and click travel to book your next vacation. Visit prosperunlimited.com and click travel to book your next vacation.
Do that freaky jam on the beat. Busy with that butter shit that bone feed. Did you double do that song sing? Flicky flicky with some butter so that phone sing. If you cheeky chatter chuck, I get her own cheese. There's a chicken with that head or this bitch that won't be with the official with that whole sleeve. Bloody titties had the wish that with that long.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that